Yo, Big Catch back up in here. We about to go over this Pusha T, clownin Drake, because he just lost. That's why. We about to keep getting it. Now let's get it.
So then now I gotta dig deeper into who the person is. Now I gotta dig in and see, what are y'all like? What's your family like? Oh, your dad left you at 5. Oh, I get that. He never walked you to the bus stop. You're mad about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
it's like, man, you know, your mom, she never remarried. Oh, you don't even know what like family is. So of course you don't dig marriage.
You know, everybody.
Bro, they said Pusha T got banned from going to Canada, man. Hey, Drake out here big stepping, bro. He big stepping. He got a no-fly zone put out for all the rappers, bro. Whoever clowned him in the past, whoever messed with him while he was in school, whoever put him in the locker and all that, you cannot come to Toronto, man.
Everybody was very, very excited about the elimination of Drake. Yo, we were not excited, we was energized.
I mean, listen, man, it's a lot.
Kanye West can't go to Toronto no more. He can't do church out there. He can't do no two-stepping out there in the name of love. Can't nobody go to Toronto.
To take in, because like you said, you like people. You and Drake was neighbors once upon a time.
That wasn't my choice.
Like, I heard you like him young.
Get out the way, man. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Get me out the way, homie. You a lame too. Hey Drake, you on the phone with an A minor.
Hey, this dude right here going viral for running up on Drake and clowning him. You know what I'm saying? He can't go to Toronto neither.
Let's do.
So it looks like the whole rap game has turned their back on Drake. And guess who's out here saying, I told y'all so? None other than Pusha T, who's been trying to warn us about Drake for years now. And get this, word on the street is that Pusha and Kanye have finally squashed their beef, and they are back in the lab cooking up some new heat. And guess what? They reportedly have a Drake diss track in the works. Talk about pouring gasoline on the fire. Meanwhile,
I can't wait to hear that. You know Kanye West, when he get in this bag, he start making them instrumentals. He gets it in, bro.
While more rappers are hopping on the anti-Drake wave after Kendrick Lamar straight up humiliated him with that Not Like Us video. Everybody's clowning Drake for even thinking he could go toe-to-toe with K-Dot and disrespect the West Coast. Honestly, if I was Drake, I wouldn't set foot on the West Coast anymore or even step outside for a while because the backlash is crazy right now. So what did Pusha T have to say about Drake getting destroyed by Kendrick and basically banned from the West Coast? And are Pusha and Kanye really about to go in on Drake with another diss? Let's break it down.
That's what I get. I get clown feelings from that. I look at him. There's somebody, you know, I get the picture of the actual photo that I used
Of the blackface.
Of the blackface.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, it makes sense.
Ever since Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, California has been straight up dancing on Drake's grave, and they are not done gloating about his downfall yet. This track got all the haters of the 69 God united like never before in hip-hop history. But on the flip side, it also brought a special bond back to California and the whole West Coast. Part of this is because LA took down the biggest rap artist in the game in a
Oh my God! Look at him!
legendary rap battle. But also it's because, for a minute now, Drake has been saying some things that have rubbed the West Coast the wrong way and disrespecting legends like Tupac. Now, while Kendrick and Drake's beef has been simmering for more than a decade, the animosity the West Coast has for Drizzy is pretty fresh. So if you remember, on Drake's first official diss track aimed at Kendrick, Push-Ups, he had the nerve to claim that he's more loved in Los Angeles than Kendrick is, rapping, "Get more love in the city that you from." And while Kendrick didn't clap back at this specific line in any of his tracks, you could tell it got under his skin. Instead of just talking about it, Kendrick let his actions speak louder than words. He put on one of the most epic rap shows in recent memory, showing the whole world the West Coast has and always will be Team Kendrick.
I ain't gonna lie to you, watching that concert, it was like the first time like I seen rap like transition, like it kind of like say like this. He's the new king.
Yeah, that beat playing too loud.
Like they didn't say that. They didn't say that. Like having Drake come out and say, "I see dead."
That's Drink Champs. That's Nori. In case y'all didn't know, that's Nori right there.
People. You have the biggest of the biggest West Coast guy come out, and he's not dissing, Drake, but him just co-signing that, and then that record you just wanna do a gang dance.
Yeah, that's been stuck in my.
Yeah, they make you want to crip walk.
That's an anthem. I heard the whole time.
So you woke up. They not like us.
I woke up with this stuck in my head. They not like us. They not like us.
They not.
Judging by the massive turnout at Kendrick's concert, the lineup of artists who performed, and the legendary figures who joined Kendrick on stage to rap Not Like Us, it's crystal clear that Drake does not get more love from Kendrick City. So what it looks like is that Drake made the mistake of confusing LA with Hollywood, thinking just because he's a bigger star in certain circles than Kendrick, that it meant the entire West Coast would take his side. But LA and Hollywood are not the same, hun, and that mix-up cost Drake big time. Van Lathan recently talked about this in his Higher Learning podcast with Rachel Lindsay, and he said that Drake confused West Hollywood for Inglewood.
Delilah for Watts.
Which he shouts out.
He confused Poppy for Compton. He confused West Hollywood for Inglewood.
Mm-hmm.
The people that I seen, the people that I observed bopping to Not Like Us, they was two-stepping to that bitch.
Yeah,
they were crip walking to that bitch.
They were.
That was some LA shit. The record is produced by DJ Mustard, a former Drake collaborator. When it was time for people to coalesce in Los Angeles, not in Hollywood, not in Calabasas, not in West Hollywood, not in Santa Monica, not in the places you might go, not in Beverly Hills, not in the places that people from outside of Los Angeles think are Los Angeles, right?
Right.
When it was time for people to coalesce around the record, the people I seen dancing to it was Shamika and them.
Right.
Big Ron.
Right.
Lil CC. You know what I'm saying? People like that. People like the people from the low bottoms. People that are going to dot that are from LA. People get their LAs confused all the time.
Drake clearly underestimated Kendrick and the love he gets in his own city. And now it's looking like Drake's Hollywood dreams just got a rude awakening from the real LA. Because when there's a cultural disconnect about what your rival calls his city, you've already messed up big time and pissed off a whole lot of folks in the process. And it boggles the mind how no one on Drake's team warned him about this. But child, Drake went and made an even bigger fool of himself with this whole AI mess, using Tupac and Snoop's voices to throw shade at Kendrick on that tailor-made freestyle track. Drake had Pac and Snoop sounding like they were all disappointed in Kendrick's behavior, and even Pac's own family had to check Drake for disrespecting Pac's legacy. Tupac's estate threatened legal action against Drake and forced him to pull tailor-made freestyle from his social media accounts. Howard E. King, the lawyer for the Tupac Shakur estate, called tailor-made freestyle a flagrant violation of Tupac's publicity and the estate's legal right, and a blatant of the legacy of one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time. King said in a statement, the estate would never have given its
So y'all ain't gonna let nobody disrespect our legends, huh?
approval for this use. The unauthorized, equally dismaying use of Tupac's voice against Kendrick Lamar, a good friend to the estate who has given nothing but respect to Tupac and his legacy publicly and privately, compounds the insult. Tupac's brother Mopreme also criticized Drake for using an AI-generated voice of Pac to diss Kendrick, implying it was a cowardly move on Drake's part.
But the question was about AI. And just because you can do something, that doesn't mean you should do something.
Right.
Me personally, I'm from the old school. Queens, New York, Jamaica. That's why I got my bones. You know what I mean? So the way we battle rap, because, from what I understand, it's a battle. If it's a battle, it should be mano y mano. And my humble
Who y'all think pushed Drake to do that AI?
opinion, it should be mano y mano, skill against skill, flow against flow. When you put AI into the game, you make shit all balance.
Now fast forward to Not Like Us, and Kendrick really went in on Drake about even thinking the Bay would let him disrespect Pac. And during that pop-up show in Inglewood, Kendrick directly called out Drake's stunt and told the crowd not to let anybody mock and imitate their legends.
Oh, so y'all ain't gonna let nobody disrespect the West Coast, huh? Oh, y'all let nobody mock and imitate our legends, huh?
So Drake's been flaunting Tupac's ring ever since he bought it at a Sotheby's auction last year for over $1 million, more than 3 times what they thought it would go for. Understandably, this got Kendrick and the whole West Coast all kinds of bother. Kendrick first brought up the ring on his diss track Euphoria, where he raps, "Somebody told me you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian ninja make Pac turn in his grave." But Kendrick wasn't done. During his Inglewood pop-up show, he switched up a line from Euphoria rapping, "Give me Tupac ring back and I might give you a little respect." And then when you think about the fact that Kendrick straight up labeled Kendrick a colonizer on Not Like Us, it got fans saying Drake is collecting hip-hop memorabilia the same way the British colonizer collected all those artifacts for their museums. So now the West Coast is riding high off this victory, and Drake better watch his step if he ever thinks about heading back that way. And while we definitely have to thank Kendrick for the fact that hating on Drake and his entire persona is extremely popular right now, let's not forget that before Kendrick, there was Pusha T. And Pusha made a similar statement about Drake being a culture vulture when he used a photo of Drake in blackface for his 2018 diss track, The Story of Adidon.
You know, I look at him and I'm like, oh, like you parade your dad around in these weird suits. You parade him. It's clown-like. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's what I get. I get clown feelings from
What
that.
is Adidon?
I look at him. There's somebody, you know, I
What is Adidon? Who name is Adidon?
I get the picture of the actual photo that I used
of the blackface.
Right. And I'm like, okay, it makes sense. You parade your dad around. This is done in 08. This was done in 08. You don't even know that that's not right. That you there's no explanation for that to me.
Pusha also put Drake on the spot for staying silent on all black issues, pointing out that Drake only aligns himself with Black American culture when he can make a profit from it.
Man, I'm Pusha T. Like, listen, the biggest highlight of my life happened in the past few years. Me messing with like Obama and prison reform and so on and so forth. Like,
Brother's keeper.
Come on. Like, this is me, right? Dope boy, blah, 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 you know, everything. This is real me. Like, you are silent in all black issues, Drake.
Damn.
You really are. You are really, really silent. I don't hear about anything. You don't stand for nothing. You don't say nothing about nothing. You don't. It's just what it is. Like, you have all the platform in the world. You were so passionate back then. No, you weren't. That's number one. That's what I know. Number two, you gotta think about who a person really, really is, and it's like, okay, bang. That's why it's okay. That's why it's okay for you to take a photo like this. You didn't even know it was right. You don't even know how fully. You don't know where you stand at. Mm-hmm. You don't know where you stand at. Oh, that's why you gotta, you know, you highlight your dad clowning like that. Oh, you know, you run to the Memphis. Oh, I'm Memphis, Houston. That's my black side. You never related.
And this is something Pusha's longtime collaborator Kanye West also recently touched on during his appearance on the Download podcast. But Kanye being Kanye, he went a step further, adding on to the whole colonizer narrative by calling out Universal Music CEO and referring to him as Drake's rich baby daddy.
It cuts Drake's soul. It's like he signed his soul to the devil to not be cool with me, to have to this is his job to go against God.
Wow.
Damn. That's
Wow.
deep.
And it cuts his soul.
But what is it specifically about Drake that everyone hates? I just have to know that, because it's like for everybody, all of the great
he get features from people and he paid them with champagne. That's what they don't like about it. Like Future said, he wanted his publishing. Said, nah, man, yo, you can't just give me no champagne and shut me up, bro. We not doing that, man. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think of the video, man. This is Culture Covered. They always dropping them great edits, you know what I mean? I'm gonna react to them, you know what I mean? This is another fire one. But yeah, Big Kish signing out. I'm gone.